Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I'm Peter Hutchinson, and normally I'd be beaten up by DMU Sports and Societies, but in the spirit of this time of year, I thought I'd have a go at just watching De Montfort University and Leicester University beat each other up. This is, sort of, Pete Gets Beat by Varsity 2014. So you join me here at Saffron Lane Athletics Club at the very start of Varsity, with the very first sport that happened, which is, guess what, athletics. So let me just run you through the scores. In the 800 metres, Ollie Bass of DMU won that. First place, excellent stuff. In the high jump, Vivian Amos of DMU won that as well. 1.88 metres, I mean, I can barely even reach that, so that's excellent. And Richard Kirchill, also of DMU, didn't win the 5,000 metres, unfortunately, but we didn't compete in any other sports, and I don't know where Leicester Uni placed in any of them, so 1-0 to DMU? Splashing around in the Queen Elizabeth II gym were the swimming teams. Leicester University did win, leaving De Montfort Universities to drown their sorrows. Day 2 of Varsity at the Oadby Town Football Club for the men's and women's first football. So exciting, lots of football stuff happened. The women's game, DMU won that after penalties because it was 0-0 at full time. But after kicking a few balls in some nets, we won. I mean DMU because I'm impartial. So for the men's first football, the University of Leicester scored 2 goals in the first half, but I stopped paying attention at that point. So now here at full time at the stadium, we have news just in. Justin, come here with the news.
DMU scored 1. And University of Leicester scored 3.
Enticing stuff here at the Freeway Stadium. That was 3-1 to the University of Leicester. In the equestrian, the University of Leicester had a huge home advantage, having already known the horses' names. But DMU did come in a close second, so well done University of Leicester, and well done DMU, and well done to the horses. They were excellent. I think, in fact, that they are the real winners. In the ski and board, the University of Leicester won 5-2. Day 3 of Varsity saw the basketball teams playing at the Danielle Brown Sports Centre. In the women's basketball seconds, DMU won by lots and lots of points. Holy shit.
We got wrecked by half.
Holy
50 points.
81 to 31.
We got wrecked.
In the men's basketball seconds.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The women's basketball first was actually kind of close. The University of Leicester won again, but it was 49 to 45. So, well done, well done. Good job, DMU. I mean, seriously, you're doing pretty bad at the moment. So, this is a good pick-me-up, yeah? But wait. What was the score in the men's one?
66 to 46.
Yes, it was. DMU won something. We won the men's basketball first, 66 to 46. Yes! Although I am impartial, so... Aww. In the men's and women's fencing, DMU didn't win anything at all because the University of Leicester won everything. They stabbed our guys a lot. Ugh. In the men's seconds tennis, it was 4-2 to DMU. In the women's first tennis, it was 6-0 to DMU. It says here that it hit the net a few times. Who's Lynette? In the badminton, the University of Leicester won nearly all of their games, except the men's first badminton, which was a draw. I'm sure by that point, the University of Leicester were getting a bit shuttlecocky. Do you get it? Because it's normally cocky, but in badminton it's a shuttlecock. So, I know you're laughing, really. In the rowing, DMU won 6-2. Hard to starboard. Day 5 of Varsity here at the Danielle Brown Sports Centre here on Leicester campus. You join me at the end of the netball. Playing today with the 4th, 3rd, 2nd and 1st team. And, well, I mean, I would go through the scores, but I guess the most important bit to know is that Leicester University won all 4 games. Not particularly happy about that one. So I'm joined by Tiffany Frost here full-time at the Danielle Brown Sports Centre. Tiff, how do you think the game went?
In a word, okay. I think the game, we had some bad points and the score didn't reflect the game, I would like to say. But obviously they had 6 shooters and 6 defense and they beat us, so that's how it goes.
Yeah. So when you played in the position of goal scorer, didn't you?
Goal shooter, yeah.
Yeah. And as goal shooter, you spend a lot of time in 1/3 of the court, in particular that semicircle. Do you enjoy doing that?
Yeah, I like being in the semicircle because I get to shoot.
Cool. So then you could almost say then, Tiff, that you love the D. Oh, okay, bye. Bye. Yeah, you have a fun evening, Tiff. Love you. In the mixed hockey seconds, it was 4-2 to DMU. In the taekwondo, the University of Leicester won 18-8. Yeah, frisbee, the best sport? Did I just score a point there, or was that? No, I still can't even. In the ultimate frisbee, the University of Leicester won 3-0. Day 6 saw the cheerleaders coming out to play. It was 6-0 to DMU. They're awesome. The final day of varsity started with dodgeball. The University of Leicester won 7-0. The women's volleyball was won by DMU 3-1. Doing a switcheroo, the University of Leicester won the men's volleyball 3-1. In the men's first hockey, the University of Leicester won 4-2. That doesn't rhyme. It would have rhymed if it were DMU winning, but they didn't, so. The women's first hockey was won again by the University of Leicester 5-0. The men's first tennis was won by the University of Leicester, yes, 4-2. We've just gotten to the football, right? And the football games were actually all won by DMU. So let's just go through them at a slow rate so that it looks like DMU have won more games than they have. In the fourths football, DMU won 3-1. In the men's thirds football, DMU won 4-1. And in the men's seconds football, DMU won after penalties. Yes! Penalties! We've just gotten to the rugby scores, guys. I don't know if I can take it this year. Last year it was awful. This year, I don't even know. The men's seconds rugby was won by the University of Leicester 35-9. In the women's lacrosse, it was 17-2 to the University of Leicester. Bet DMU were pretty lacrossed with that result. The University of Leicester won.
No, DMU won.
No, they didn't.
No, we
I
won.
may have written it wrong there.
No, we won. I'm gonna shit what the real thing says.
In the men's lacrosse, University of Leicester lacrossed the line by scoring 20-1. In the chess? Really? Well, that's okay. We can't show any footage of it anyway because there's no porn allowed on Demon TV. None of that, all right? None of that. Get rid of that. Get it off the screen. No porn. The University of Leicester won. In the indoor cricket, the University of Leicester won both games. That's not very cricket, is it, Leicester? But that is. In the golf, the University of Leicester won 4-2. In the mountaineering, is that right? Is that a sport, isn't it? That's not, no. I mean, it's just casual rambling, isn't it? All right, anyway, somehow the University of Leicester won. In the seconds and first squash, the University of Leicester won 5-0 in both of them. Back to the rugby scores, guys. The University of Leicester won 14-0 in the women's rugby. Not enough hugging. That's what. There's just not enough of that in rugby, really, is there? We'll call it Hugby. It'll all be lovely. It'll be nice. And that'll be that. Okay? Good. In the men's rugby, DMU didn't win. Okay? We just didn't. It was 20-8. Yeah? Okay. That's that. All right? Fine. We've lost. Go away. So that's the end of 2014's varsity. DMU won 16 games, which is quite impressive, unless you tally it up against the University of Leicester's score, which was 34. So, well done, University of Leicester. You beat us again by a lot. Congratulations. I'm going to go to the pub. Bye. Demon TV, out.